What is really causing you anxiety? Are you wondering that? Breaking free from the what if trap is crucial to feel calmer. So, how many times today have you started with a thought of what if? Let's count them together. I'm sure there will be many. Anxiety has become a widespread concern. We are constantly connected and on the go, usually feeling overwhelmed with what ifs. And unsurprisingly, many people are searching for answers, trying to understand why they're feeling the way they do. Probably very much like you. So, you ever feel like you are walking on the edge, constantly worrying about what's going to happen next? You are not alone. Let me share with you the story of Sarah Blakely. Sarah Blakely is the founder of Spanx, and in the year 2000, she faced a critical moment. She had $5,000 in savings and a prototype for a new type of shapewear. Her mind was filled with what ifs. What if no one buys it? What if I lose all my savings? What if I am embarrassing myself? But instead of letting herself go with that thought that was paralyzing her, she developed a unique perspective. She started to redefine failure. In her interviews, she shares how her father taught her to find new perspectives, asking her every night, "What did you fail at today?" This transformed failure from something to fear into evidence that she was trying. And this perspective shift led her to cold calling manufacturers until someone agreed to make her product. She even pitched the Neiman Marcus in their bathroom to demonstrate the product. She became the youngest self-made female billionaire in history, imagine. So think about your last job interview. Let's look at a typical what if spiral. What if I mess up? What if they don't like me? What if I'm not qualified enough? What if I get the job and I cannot handle it? So we need to take a new perspective and start looking at reality. Nothing is going to take us to the edge in that interview. You're going to come out either winning the job or not being selected, but probably with a clear picture of what's going on, what things you need to improve, and what things actually went really well. Because sometimes you don't get a job interview because someone else had even more experience this time, but it doesn't mean you will not have it, isn't it? Because you will be developing and you will be growing. And the important thing is to take that perspective and now create a plan to cover every angle. The good thing about going to a job interview or starting a new business is that you can start wondering and thinking, gosh, am I going to be able to do it? But if you try, and the more you try, the more you can redefine what you need to do next. And that helps you to move forward. So anxiety can manifest in so many ways when you're feeling like that. And you go into that cycle of fear. However, when we have a fear that is just in our imagination, it's just a thought, we cannot fight that thought, isn't it? You cannot defend yourself, you cannot run away from it because it's just there. It's an imagination game that you have been playing at for all this time. And I'm afraid that imagination game has lots and lots of damaging effects, not only in your self-esteem, but also in your physiology. It's affecting the amount of adrenaline, cortisol, how the blood flows in your body is redirecting the blood from your stomach to arms and legs so that you can run away. You cannot think sometimes clearly because, again, you're losing blood flow to the frontal lobes that you need to take clear decisions. So what we need to do sometimes is just to stop for a second, and completely come back to reality, to the moment we are, so that we can start to relax. With these thoughts that we create real monsters that are coming in our imagination, like failing a job interview or failing at your business or being laughed at. And we actually make them bigger and bigger and bigger until we are so petrified and scared. So it's important to really make them smaller and check reality, because nobody has that power over you to actually destroy you in an interview, isn't it? It's only yourself. You're already doing it by taking these thoughts, yeah? So it's important to calm and take control. In the next video, I want to show you a technique that you can practice every time. And I'm going to do it in a way that you're going to remember always. It's going to be easy to remember and easy to implement. So carry on watching. Do not go anywhere. Subscribe if you want more help with personal or professional development.